So you were telling me about a story you heard Bill Hybels at the Willow Creek Leadership Summit several years back, and that's what first kind of prompted this vision in your heart and in your mind. Can you tell us that story?
Yeah, I've for the last few years been taking staff and leaders to the Leadership Summit, as many as we can kind of manage and afford, because it's been a place of inspiration and encouragement to me. I've missed one, I think, in the last maybe 7 or 8 years, and one of the reasons is going back to August of 2010. It was right after I received the call to be the lead pastor here. I was at a summit, and I remember it clearly. Bill Hybels does the opening talk every year. You've been there, so you know what I mean. And that year, his talk was on whispers from God. And I went in there, I think it was the second summit that I ever attended. And I went in and I was like, oh man, here we go. Going off a deep end. I knew there was something fishy with Willow Creek, and here it is. And I was wrong, just flat out wrong. And what he ended up talking about was how God has this way of just kind of whispering, nudging, prompting, not new theology, not new doctrine or anything like that, but just kind of pointing you in the way that he has prepared for you to go. And he does that through friends, families, trusted spiritual leaders in your life. And sometimes he'll just kind of whisper an idea into your mind, and you don't know where it comes from exactly, but it just kind of sticks there. And I think there's really something to it. He's onto something. So anyway, that day, right after that session, I got out and I was all excited because I had this idea that I thought was my whisper, and I ran into 2 pastors from the area. They've since moved on and are serving big churches in other parts of the country, but they were here in this area at the time. So I came up to them. They were going up this escalator. I was like, "Hey guys, you want to know what my whisper is?" And they looked at me like, "You little puppy, go away. We're having our big boys time." And I said, "It's Gesamtgemeinde." And they looked at me like, Are you speaking some sort of like strange foreign language? And it is. It's German. And Gesamtgemeinde means like the unified congregation or all-together congregation or something like that. It's kind of hard to put into English. Anyway, it was a phrase that one of the founding fathers of our Lutheran Church Missouri Synod used to describe effectively a multi-site church that he was leading, CFW Walther, in St. Louis, Missouri. 4 or 5 congregations under one head pastor. And it's been ever since then that I've been just kind of motivated to figure out how we can work better together as a district, how we can have multiple locations across a community, but with one central vision and strategy and organization behind it. And I've talked with leaders in our district and synod, other pastors around the area, and for a long time I thought this was just my own individual burning kind of desire, and it was maybe just for me, not necessarily for St. Peter. But especially in the last few years, as I've been talking with lay leaders and with the board, it's become clear that this isn't just kind of a whisper for me, but it may be for all of St. Peter. And it's really kind of the origin 7 years ago behind this audacious dream of 10 and 10.
Awesome stuff. Thanks for sharing.